Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your June 2021 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and I also pulled an Oracle card and a Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice in front of us to get an idea of where your focus will be as far as that goes. So we'll do that. Okay, so we have Saturn, well, excuse me, not Saturn, this is Capricorn, so that's your 10th house of career and social status. We have Pluto there currently. Well, that was Jupiter. Where'd it go? We have Jupiter, so Jupiter is actually going to be moving into, actually I think it's just about to move into Pisces now, actually, but it's definitely going to be in Pisces throughout all of June, so there's that. And we have 1, so first house, that's actually you guys, of course, so could just be saying that you'll be focusing on yourselves quite a bit this month too. Alright, so moving on to your main spread. Main situation position, we have King of Cups, so this is actually Scorpio energy, which for you guys is your 8th house. That represents death, rebirth, intimacy, investments. So to see this energy coming up here could just be saying that you guys might be, keeping to yourselves a bit, I feel, this month. Maybe not necessarily expressing yourselves very much. And part of that could be the fact that, we do have Jupiter that's going to be in your 12th house. So, that could just be expanding your inner world. You could just be having a lot of insights, maybe feeling a bit more intuitive than usual. But at the same time, maybe taking a bit of a step back to integrate that energy, because that might be a bit out of the norm for you guys, even though you've had Neptune in your 12th house for a while. So you could just feel that shift a little bit. So that could be part of what it is. And it could just be saying that you might feel like you're alone on an island in a certain way. That's what I say sometimes when I see this card, because it looks like he's kind of just in the water by himself, basically. So it could be how you're feeling as well. All right, in the Challenger obstacle position, we have the 7 of Wands. So this is actually Leo energy here, which for you guys is your 5th house. So could just be saying that part of why you're feeling this way is, maybe you felt like whenever you would express a viewpoint around something, it seemed like people were against it for whatever reason. Now, this usually does represent successful defense, so if you did have to stand up for yourself, I feel like it might have went over well, but, you could just feel like you wanted to just withdraw from that type of energy for a bit anyway. We will actually have Mars moving into the sign of Leo around the middle of the month too, so that could increase that type of energy too, but that's what I see there. Alright, in the foundation position, we have the 5 of Swords, so this is actually Aquarius energy, which for you guys is your 11th house, and then, this is usually that type of dynamic where it's a situation where going in that there's not really going to be anything productive that comes out of it, but you still engage in it anyway. Now, given these energies that I see for you in the main situation and challenge, I feel like this is more likely someone in your environment, and I feel like you guys are actually the ones that are withdrawing from that type of situation for the time being. But yeah, looks like this could be the energies at play for you guys this month. Now, keep in mind, we are going to be having the Mercury retrograde in Gemini, which is your 3rd house communication. So there's definitely a possibility that even if that isn't the intention, things could be misunderstood within communication, and it could escalate into that type of dynamic. So, I would say, so while I don't feel like you guys would intentionally engage in a dynamic like this, just keep that in mind that, when you are communicating, just be on the lookout for misunderstandings that could escalate. All right. In the past position, we have the Magician. So it could just be saying that you might have just been really in a creative mode in the past. Maybe you had a lot of things taking place in your lives, a lot of forward movement, a lot of forward momentum. Part of that could have been because of all that heavy energy you guys had in your 10th house that might have really made you buckle down when it came to your careers. And now, as the energy lightens a little bit, you might actually start to see that forward movement on those goals. But yeah, that's primarily what I'm seeing there And let me see if anything else comes to mind with that. Yeah, it's primarily what I'm feeling. In the present position, we have the Page of Cups. So, interesting to see this energy here because it makes me think of what I was saying as far as with Jupiter moving into Pisces, where, you guys might feel like you're getting, all right, there we go. It's like it wouldn't focus, but you might be getting more intuitive insights and maybe not knowing necessarily what to do with that information at this time. So, this could actually be you guys withdrawing a little bit. But for most of you, I feel like this is more someone in your environment that might be coming forward. Could be as simple as, maybe they're trying to extend an olive branch, right? If you guys did have some kind of a falling out. I actually did the Pisces reading recently, and there was a lot of like Aries energy in their spread, so it could be a Pisces that you're actually dealing with. But yeah, it could be someone attempting to apologize to you guys this month. All right, in the near future position, we have the Star, which is Aquarius energy, Five of Wands, which is Leo energy, Two of Cups, which is Cancer energy, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, seeing these energies come up here, especially given the fact that the Five of Wands is a very similar energy to the Five of Swords, just, the Leo side of the energy versus the Aquarius side. I feel like this is saying, again, like I said, it seems like this is more likely to be someone in your environment that would be trying to engage in that. And I feel like you guys were going to be withdrawn from that, given what I saw there. And it looks like it's saying that if that's the case, this shows that you've experienced that growth and you understand that it's not even worth engaging in those types of dynamics. And it's basically saying, through doing that, you're going to be able to avoid these types of situations and actually end up receiving far better situations in the process. So for some, you just could be a new love offer, for example. Maybe if you got out of a relationship recently where there was constant arguing, things along those lines, could actually have a meeting of the minds with someone new. Doesn't necessarily have to be related to romance though, but in general, it's usually how I view the Two of Cups energy, which is like there's a meeting of the minds, both people bring something to the table, and you're actually able to hit it off well from there. And then there could be thoughts about turning that into something stable. So, could be a one-to-one relationship, but could just be a partnership in general. All right. And in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Empress and the Ten of Swords. So this is Gemini energy here. And usually I view this as more of the Taurus side of the Venus energy as opposed to the Libra side. But, either way, I feel like this is saying that this is probably your energy where you might have been, like I was seeing with the King of Cups energy, where you might have been a bit more withdrawn and keeping to yourselves lately. I feel like this is saying that now you guys might be shifting gears out of that energy. And that could be where the Ten of Swords is, where maybe you guys have just been reflecting, keeping to yourselves a bit more. If that's the case, I would see this energy probably taking place, like I was saying, around the middle of the month when Mars moves into Leo. So that could be what kind of lights a fire into you guys. So if you have been a bit more withdrawn with all that energy moving through Cancer, once it gets to Leo, that could be what gives you that spark to feel like, all right, it's time for me to move. I sat back long enough, time to take action, In the environment position, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is technically the court card for Pisces here, and I do have to say this could all be one person. Now that I'm thinking about it, that King of Cups energy, the Page of Cups energy, and the Knight of Cups. So it could be someone that, whatever the situation you guys were involved in, it might have changed your perception of them. So, maybe you had them on a bit of a, higher scale as far as viewing them as like a king. Whatever the situation is that went down between the two of you, when they came back around, you might have viewed them as more of like a page energy. And now this could just be saying that they're getting back up there, with the Knight energy. But either way, it looks like they could just be extending an offer to you. Again, like I said, it could be romantic, definitely, but could be around business as well, especially given that we did see the Capricorn energy come up for you guys in the dice. Let's see if anything else comes to mind with this. And for some of you, this could represent your energy as well, because like I said, it seems like you're probably getting in touch more intuitively. And, like I said, maybe that's its own growth process for you guys where, like, okay, this is a bit of a new energy that I'm moving through. So you might be getting yourselves comfortable with that as well. All right. In the hopes or fears position, we have the King of Wands in reverse. So this is actually the court card for Leo. But with this coming up in reverse, could just be a fear of yours where maybe you feel like, especially if that King of Cups energy is you guys, and if this is like a workplace dynamic, like I was saying, where maybe let's say recently you got promoted because with that magician energy, maybe you were just coming up with a bunch of great ideas, right? Maybe you got elevated because of that. Now you might fear that, okay, it's just going to be constant challenges, right? This maybe if you have a toxic work environment where you feel like everyone's always coming for your spot or something like that. Um, and for some of you, like I said, with that whole intuitive feel, if this is all your energy, like we see the water energy and then even the Venusian energy, this could be a fear of yours that, okay, are you kind of losing yourself, right? As far as you feel like all these different energies hitting you with the transits that are taking place. But in any event, the good thing is in the outcome position, we have the sun. So this definitely represents, for one, being in the spotlight in some way. And again, that could definitely point to that Mars transit through your fifth house, especially, because Leo is ruled by the sun. So there's that. But it could just be saying that you guys just feel that spark again. Because, like I said, with the Empress, I don't necessarily feel like you took it in a bad way, but I do feel like you were withdrawn, So it might not have been for any specific reason, but it might have just been a bit of a timeout you guys were taking. And now, as we get toward the end of the month, you might be feeling a bit more outgoing. Definitely getting some recognition in some way as well, and just getting some time to actually enjoy yourselves too. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. So this is a desire to start something new. We also saw that Ace of Pentacles. And like I said, usually with the Ace energies, I see it as more of an idea than taking action. But given the overall feel of you guys, it seems like you're taking a shift from not taking action to actually moving forward. This could say that whatever this idea is, you might actually act on it this month. And beneath that, we actually see the Fool as well. So that could definitely be another indicator that you guys are going to start something new. Four of Wands beneath that too. All right, moving on to your Oracle card, we have Not For You. There's the artwork, and the number is 6. So let's see what this says. Okay, it says a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. The Oracle's message. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It is as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed, your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what your highest good, for what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. So, interesting message there. Something that will truly make you happy is on its way. It makes me think of what I was saying there, where, if you're just in some kind of a toxic environment and you kind of withdraw from engaging in it, and then we did see that Two of Cups in the near future position. Like I said, for some of you, yes, that could be a romantic relationship, but to me, it could also just represent partnerships of all kinds. So, hopefully that resonated with you. The relationship message says some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. So, interesting message there. Like I said, it didn't truly come across as a full on relationship type reading with this spread, but I did see that potential. So, like I said, for some of you, it could even be someone that you've dealt with in the past, and they might be coming around trying to apologize. But, maybe with that Two of Cups energy, there could be someone new in the picture. So, you might decide to not even really pursue it with that other person. And of course, that would make sense with people coming back around with the Mercury retrograde energy too. So, hopefully, that resonated with you. The prosperity message says you can strategize and project and you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat, then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. So, interesting message there. I do have to say, overall, this message doesn't seem to really link up with the main spread in general, but hopefully that resonates with you guys as well. And I will read the protection message just in case that resonates with you guys. It says, don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable, no prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. So, interesting message there. Again, that makes me think of what I was saying with that Two of Cups energy. So maybe if this is just a thing where you might have settled for those types of situations in the past where there was just a lot of toxicity and a lot of conflict with that Star card, saying that you guys might have learned your lesson from that and saying, you know what, I'm not even going to engage in those types of dynamics anymore. That could be what brings that Two of Cups and Ace of Wands energy your way, or excuse me, Ace of Pentacles energy your way. Then we see the Ace of Wands and the Sun card in the outcome. So looks like it's saying that as long as you've learned those lessons, looks like things will definitely move forward for you guys in a positive way. So hopefully that resonated. And lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. So the mudra you guys got this month is the Padma mudra. There it is there. And the keyword for it is blossoming. All right. Okay, there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot. But under benefits, it says weakens ego grasping, opens Anahata chakra, which is the heart center, settles the mind, benefits the heart and pericardium, balances the immune system, awakens the body's self-healing power, ignites spiritual devotion. So if that sounds like a mudra that would be beneficial for you guys, I'll put the name of it in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.